Welcome to Faith Reloaded. I'm Rev Kev, and I'm here to stir your faith, sharpen your focus, and fuel your flame so you walk in power and not burn out. So take a breath, open your heart, let's lock in. This is Faith Reloaded. Well, welcome to day 5 of One More Step. And I meant to announce it in the first day of the first episode, but it's no longer going to be 5-day podcast. We're going to be doing a 6-day. So it'll be Monday through Saturday. Come on, give the Lord a hand clap of praise for that, adding another day to the podcast. But anyway, this is day 5 of One More Step. Yesterday, we talked about getting back up when you trip. Today, we're talking about the small steps, the quiet steps, the unseen steps, the nobody clapped, nobody posted, nobody noticed, nobody gave me a certificate steps. Come on now. And let's be honest, sometimes we want credit. You ever do the right thing and then get low-key offended that nobody knew how right you were? Like, Lord, did you see me not respond the way I could have responded? Because I had words, I had the tone, I had bullet points, I had screenshots, and I had closing arguments. I even had a PowerPoint presentation titled, When You Got Me Messed Up. Come on, somebody. But I chose peace. Can I get at least a small angelic notification? Can I get something? A little heavenly ding? Your restraint has been received? Come on. But today's word is simple. The small steps matter. I'm going to say that again. The small steps matter. Luke 16:10 says, He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much. Now that is simple, but it's strong, because people often measure size. God measures faithfulness. People notice platforms. God notices posture. People notice applause. God notices obedience. People notice the big gift. God notices the cup of cold water. Jesus said, even a cup of cold water given in his name will not lose its reward. That means small obedience is never small to God. Come on, somebody. If God asked for it, it matters. If God saw it, it counts. If God assigned it, it has value. Don't let people's silence convince you heaven missed it. Some of us are discouraged because what we're doing does not look impressive. You're praying, but it feels small. You're serving, but nobody notices. You're forgiven, but nobody applauds. You're showing up, but it feels ordinary. You're being faithful in a hidden place, and part of you wonders if it even matters. Well, let me tell you clearly, it matters. Heaven sees it. God sees the prayer you whispered when you didn't have strength for a long one. God sees the tears you wiped before you walking into work. God sees the time you wanted to quit, but you stayed faithful. God sees the apology that cost you your pride. God sees the obedience nobody posted about. God sees the attitude you wanted to have but surrendered. God sees the text you deleted before you sent it. Come on, somebody. God sees everything. But hidden doesn't mean wasted. Hidden doesn't mean wasted. Some of the most important work happens where nobody can see. Roots grow underground. Foundations is poured beneath the house. Seeds grow beneath the soil. Nobody walks by a dirty patch and says, "Wow, look at that seed growing and doing ministry." Come on now. But something is happening beneath the surface. Because hidden does not mean wasted. It means formation is happening where applause can't interfere. That's good right there. God may be doing hidden work because hidden work produces deep roots. And deep roots matter when storms come. A shallow tree can look good on a sunny day, but when the wind shows up, the roots will tell the truth. Come on, somebody. That's why God cares about the little things, because small is where faithfulness is proven. We usually want much first. Much opportunity, much influence, much blessing, much increase, much visibility, much platform, much look what the Lord has done. Come on now. But God often watches what we do with little time, little energy, little assignment, little responsibility, little opportunity, little encouragement. Because the way you handle little reveals how you will handle more. If you won't be faithful when nobody knows your name, visibility will not fix your character. And it's funny, a couple times this week when I talked about somebody not knowing your name, I heard that, I don't know, back years ago, there was a show called Cheers, and it was like where everybody knows your name. And that's why that show was so popular, because people want to feel like everybody knows me or knows our name, or we're popular and we're liked. And that's not what's so important. The little things that you do in faithfulness to God, that's what matters. That's what creates faithfulness and trust in Him. Even if no one else on earth knows your name, you can be assured and feel good when you know God knows your name. Come on, somebody. A platform does not create faithfulness. It reveals what was already there. A microphone doesn't make you mature. It just makes your immaturity louder if you haven't let God work on you. Influence doesn't create humility. It tests it. Blessing does not create stewardship. It exposes it. Opportunity does not create character. It reveals it. So if you are humble in hiddenness, you can be trusted with influence. If you're obedient in small things, you can be trusted with greater things. If you're faithful with little, God knows how to trust you with more. Now let me make it plain. Faithful is not always dramatic. Sometimes faithfulness is just showing up on time. And I know for some folks, that's a whole deliverance service right there. People tell you what time something starts, and they tell you 30 minutes before it actually starts. It's because they're counting on you being late. Come on, somebody. Sometimes faithfulness is keeping your word. Sometimes faithfulness is paying the bill. Sometimes faithfulness is returning the phone call you've been dodging like it's a bill collector. Come on. Sometimes faithfulness is praying for 5 minutes instead of scrolling for 50. Come on, has anybody ever, I'm just going to open my phone for 1 second, and you come out 42 minutes later knowing what somebody from high school ate for lunch? Who cares? Anyway, sometimes faithfulness is taking care of the small responsibility you've been putting off, even when your flesh keeps saying, we'll do it tomorrow. Sometimes faithfulness is being kind to someone who works your nerves like it's their spiritual gift. They don't just get on your nerves. They have a ministry of irritation. They have an anointing to test your sanctification. Come on now. Sometimes faithfulness is not eating that whole sleeve of cookies at 11:47 p.m. while saying, the Lord understands. He does understand, but your stomach may have some questions in the morning. Small things matter. Consistency compounds. One prayer may feel small, but a life of prayer is powerful. One act of forgiveness may feel small, but a forgiving heart is free. One day of discipline may feel small, but a consistent discipline changes direction. One obedient yes may feel small, but repeated yeses build a faithful walk. Come on, somebody. It's like saving money. $1 may not feel like much, but keep putting something away, and eventually you'll look up and say, wait a minute, this is growing. Now, some of us only save old remote controls, charger cords we don't know what they go to, and fast food sauce packets. But that's a whole nother podcast. You open the drawer, and it's just ketchup packets, soy sauce, 3 remotes to TVs you don't even own anymore, and a charger from 2011. You don't even know what device it belongs to, but you keep it by faith just in case you need it. Come on, somebody. And don't forget them batteries that you took out of the other remote because the remote wasn't working right, but you keep them around just in case. But the principle is true. Small things add up. Small prayers add up. Small acts of obedience add up. Small decisions add up. Small boundaries add up. Small yeses add up. Your private obedience is building something public praise can't produce. Your private obedience is building something public praise can't produce. So don't despise the small step. Don't despise the quiet yes. Don't despise the hidden season. Do not despise that ordinary day. Do not despise the little assignments. Do not despise the faithful routine. God is not just in the big moments. God is in the daily obedience. He's in the next step. Come on, somebody. And let me help somebody right here. Just because nobody celebrated it does not mean God ignored it. Just because nobody thanked you doesn't mean it was wasted. Just because nobody saw you serve doesn't mean heaven was silent. And just because nobody knew what it cost you doesn't mean God missed the sacrifice. Let me share something with you. God keeps better records than people. Come on now. People forget what you did 5 minutes after you did it. God does not forget faithfulness. Hebrews says God is not unjust to forget your work and your labor of love. So if God remembers it, you don't need to beg people to notice it. Come on, somebody. Do it unto the Lord. Serve unto the Lord. Give unto the Lord. Forgive unto the Lord. Show up unto the Lord. Because that small step matters. Today's challenge is this. Do one small faithful thing with no announcement, no post, no speech, no need for applause, no just so y'all know what I did kind of testimony. No dramatic sigh, hoping somebody asks what's wrong so you can tell them how faithful you've been. Come on. Just obey. Encourage someone. Pray quietly. Serve faithfully. Give privately. Apologize sincerely. Read the word. Finish the task. Keep your word. Show kindness. Make the call. Send that encouragement to somebody. Clean up the thing you've been walking past for 3 days pretending you don't see it. Come on, somebody. Do one small faithful thing and let God be the one who sees, because he does. The next step still counts. That small step matters. Well, that's day 5 of One More Step. And don't forget, we got a day 6 tomorrow. The small step still matters. Heaven sees what people miss. God knows how to build big faith through small obedience. Tomorrow is our final day in the series. Day 6 is called Finish Line Faith. Finish strong with your feet still moving. We're going to talk about endurance. We're going to talk about confidence and not quitting before the promise shows up. Until then, don't despise the small step. Don't minimize quiet obedience. Don't call it nothing when God calls it faithful. One step, one yes, one more move with God. Don't stop here. This is Rev Kev, and I want to thank you for hanging out with me today on the Faith Reloaded podcast. If this episode blessed you, take a moment to share it with someone who needs encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe, to rate, to leave a comment, and share it so more people can find it. You could get more resources, messages on our websites, and download our apps that are available in both of the app stores. Everything is there to help you walk this thing out day by day with Jesus. Until next time, remember, you're not alone. God is with you, and he's not finished with your story. Stay ready, stay steady, locked in on Jesus, and keep your faith reloaded.